me like a Hellcat.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Tyler, and today I've got something a little special for you. So a little bit ago, I said something about making a video on cube names. So this is one of the videos. I might make another one that's a little bit different, but this is definitely one of the videos. And today we're going to look at what is the best 3x3 name. Now, I couldn't include all the cubes, mostly because most other cubes don't have cool names. I will choose my top 5 names based on the cube plus the cube performance, because the names are all good, but the whole idea is you want an awesome cube with an awesome name. So that's how I'm going to pick my top 5. Okay guys, so now I'm live in the video. So now we're going to talk about each of the cubes very briefly, but just so you know what cubes I've considered and what could possibly be in the top 5. So first, we're starting out with the Yuxin Fire. This is just an awesome name. It's pretty lit, not gonna lie. But anyways, yeah, so this is an awesome name for a cube, and it's a pretty decent cube and pretty cheap too. Next up, let's talk about the X-Man Tornado. This cube is a very good performing cube, and it also has one of the best names, in my personal opinion, the X-Man Tornado, not to be confused with X-Men. Next up is the AoLong GT. Now, this cube, it doesn't seem like it has that cool of a name at first, but the reasoning for this is because it's the first 3x3 to have the GT title, which I always thought was pretty cool, pretty weird, but cool, because it is something that goes on faster cars, so therefore maybe the cube is faster. That's why this is included and not just left out with all the other MoYu cubes, because their names are boring. Next up, we have the QiYi Sail. Now, I don't know how to say the QiYi, the QiYi, whatever the heck brand that is. I'm not positive how to say that, but I do know how to say sail, and I think that's a cool name just because I like the word sail, and it's more original for a 3x3. It's not something completely absurd. It's just kind of like the sail. Like, I don't know. It's just awesome. Next up, we have the new ShengShou Legend. I became aware that there was another cube called a Legend, like an MF8 or something, when I was researching like cube names, but I'm going to keep this one in there because I own this cube, so it makes it a lot easier. So yeah, that's why this is in there versus the MF8 Legend or whatever brand it was originally. Next up, we have the QiYi ThunderClap. This is just an awesome name because like a thunderclap, it's just kind of like an epic name. I don't know how else to explain it besides thunder. Okay, so the next few are cubes that are considered because they have awesome names, but I don't actually own, so that's why you'll see pictures on the screen and the words written out, but you probably saw those on the ones before that anyways. So next up is the Maru XD cube. Now, this may seem weird at first, but hear me out. This might be an accident that they named it the XD cube, but look at this emoji. It's the XD emoji. I know, like, I used to have a friend that used like XD all the time to show like when she was laughing or happy or whatever. It's like supposed to be someone like cracking up laughing, like dying, something hilarious. But they named it the XD cube, so it just looks like it's the laughing cube to me. So for that reason, I've considered it in this top 5. Next up is the QiYi BullFight. Now, this is just a mad name. Like, it's like the BullFight. I don't know. Just a cool name. For some reason, I lost this cube. I know I've done a video with this cube, so it might seem weird that I don't have it in this video, but I've lost it because I'm useless at keeping things in places that I will remember where they are. So it's gone. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so the next two are Cyclone Boys 3x3s. But if you have seen these names, you'll understand why they're here. They're just completely insane, and I'm going to attempt to say them now. Okay, so just look at the spelling of this word. Like, to me, it just looks like, being an American, it just looks like random letters just put together. Like, if you were to spam the keyboard, that's what it looks like. But I'm going to try to say it here. So this first one is the Jisuzhiyun. I'm sorry about that. That was just painful to even try. Now, I guess I'll try the second one. It's kind of similar, but it ends differently, so we'll give it a shot. Jisuzhifeng. Jisuzhifeng, or something. So yeah, so those two cubes are just complete madness. Like, the spelling, logically, I'm not sure where they come up with those. I'm guessing the people who own that company don't speak English, because That's not English. Anyways, let's move on to the next cubes. Next up, we have the QiYi Warrior, which is another pretty cool name along with the BullFight. They're kind of similar names, but I don't know. I thought it was another cool name, and I decided to consider it for this video. Another one goes back to a long time ago. I have no idea. It was one of my first speed cubes, actually. I ordered 4 at the same time, so I can't say which is my first, but it was one of my first ones, and it's the ShengShou Aurora. I like Auroras. I think they're really cool looking and everything, so naming a cube after that was an awesome idea. I think it's a very elegant name. I don't know if it goes along with the performance of the cube, but I like the name of it, and I guess that's all that matters because this is the video. Okay guys, so coming in at number 5 are these two bad boys. Their names are up on the screen. I cannot say them. You heard me butcher them earlier. They're just completely insane. And that's why they're in this top 5, because of the pure insanity of their names. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is the Maru XD cube. Now, this cube had to be added to the top 5. I mean, happy accident or not, your cube's named after an emoji. That's awesome. So that is why this cube's in the top 5 and coming in at number 4. Okay guys, so coming in at number 3 is the AoLong GT. Now this cube is based on a car name, and that's awesome, and that's why it's in my top 5 best names. But like I said earlier, it's based on performance too, because I mean obviously you can't decipher all these awesome names without looking at performance. This cube performs really well. It may not be the coolest of all the names, but the performance of this cube is actually quite sublime, and I love that about this cube. It's an awesome name just because it just is fast. The name means fast, at least in my head. I don't know what GT actually stands for. But anyways, this cube is actually really good, and it has a really good name, and that is why it's come in at number 3. Okay guys, so coming in at number 2 is the QiYi ThunderClap. Now, my reasoning for this is ThunderClap, first of all, is probably my favorite name, or one of my favorite names, actually. But this cube actually performs very well and at a low price. So this cube's got pretty much all aspects and is one of the best cubes that you can get for the price. So like, look at it. It's just perfect. It's cheap, it's good, and it has an awesome name. I don't know what else you need in a cube. But anyways, that's why this comes in at number 2, because of all those reasons, and it's just a thunderclap. Bam! Okay guys, and coming in at number 1 is pretty obvious, at least in my head. It's very obvious that it's the X-Man Tornado. Now, what can I say about this cube? First of all, let's start with the name, the X-Man. That's a good name by itself. It sounds to me a lot like X-Men, and I love the X-Men, so therefore it's already awesome. Now it's also got a tornado, so it's an X-Man Tornado, which is a completely random and awesome name, which is just, I don't know, it's just awesome. And then you try the cube out, and you're like, well, oh my god. Wow, look at that. It actually performs too. So like it has the awesome name, and it performs like a tornado, if that's a good thing for cubes. But this cube performs really well. If you look at my review on this cube, it's a really good cube. In my opinion, it actually compares with the AoLong GTS and the QiYi Yuxiao. Now, that might be completely crazy, but at least how I set mine up, it is an amazing cube, and with an amazing name. So for me, this was an easy choice at the number 1 spot. Let me know what your guys' order would be in the comments down below. I would love to hear your opinions on that. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know again in the comments if you liked this type of video, and if I should make more random top 5s or anything really, just more random videos that are purely for entertainment versus cubing. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. We love to welcome new subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.